2409300004, and I will speak to the text Relax Pronunciation. Chapter 3 Relax Pronunciation. Relax pronunciation refers to the informal conversational styles of speech where words and sounds are often shortened, simplified, or blended together. Christianity 2016. This type of pronunciation occurs naturally in everyday speech, particularly in casual or fast-paced conversation. Unlike the careful, clear pronunciation typical found in formal settings or language learning environments, relaxed pronunciation tends to prioritize fluency and easy for communication over stage adherence to grammatical or phonics rules. In relaxed pronunciation, certain sounds may be dropped, syllables reduced, and words contracted, all of which can make the speech sound less formal but more fluid. Native speakers of English often use relaxed pronunciation without being consciously aware of it, which can pose challenges for language learners who are accustomed to learning standards or formal version of words and phrases. A. Characteristic of relaxed pronunciation. When found to make communication more efficient, while relaxed pronunciation make conversations flow more smoothly for native speakers. It can also present challenges for listeners, particularly those who are not accustomed to the informal variation of speech. Understanding relaxed pronunciation is crucial crucial for effective communication, but it can also lead to misunderstandings when listeners are unable to identify words or phrases that have been altered. This section explores both the benefits and the difficulties associated with relaxed pronunciation and how it influences conversation in different contexts. 1. Benefit of relaxed pronunciation in communication. Relaxed pronunciation serves an important function in facilitating faster and more natural communication. In formal conversation, native speakers tend to prioritize fluency over clarity, often skipping or modifying certain sounds to make speaking easier. This is especially helpful in situations where quick responses are needed, such as in casual exchange or social interaction. Some benefits include improved fluency by reducing the effort needed to pronounce every sound clearly. Relaxed communication allows conversation to progress more quickly and smoothly. Native speakers can exchange information without the interruption of exchange information without the interruption and slow, deliberate speech. More natural sounds. Relaxed communication helps speakers sound more natural and less formal. In everyday speech, people tend to use contraction, reduced forms, and elisions to age with the relaxed tone of the conversation. For native speakers, there's benefit edge and enhance communication, make it more efficient. However, for non-native speakers of learners, the use of relaxed pronunciation can create a barrier to understanding. 2. Challenge of relaxed pronunciation for non-native speakers. For non-native speakers, relaxed pronunciation can be difficult to follow and understand because it often differs from the clear, formal pronunciation typical taught in language classes. M. Fatima and Dewi 2019. The frequent reduction of sounds, use of contraction, and blending of words in relaxed speech can lead to confusion, especially if the listener is unfamiliar with these patterns. Common challenges include reduced clarity. Relaxed pronunciation can make it harder to distinguish between words, especially when sounds are dropped or altered. For example, a phrase like "What do you do?" may be pronounced as "What do you do?" which might not be immediately recognizable to learner. Increased ambiguity. When sounds are reduced or omitted, it can become difficult to understand the exact meaning of a sentence. For instance, phrases like gonna, going to, or wanna, want to can sound unfamiliar and cause confusion in learners. Expect the full forms. Difficulty with new sounds. The native speakers might also struggle with identifying sounds that are not pronounced in their native language. For example, the Chachua sound, which is common in relaxed pronunciation, can be hard to detect because it is often untraced and sublime. 3. The role of context in comprehension. Context plays a critical role in helping listeners make sense or relax pronunciation, even if a listener misses certain sounds or words due to elision of contraction. The surrounding words and the general meaning of the conversation can prove clue and aid understanding. For example, someone says, "I'm gonna head out now." A listener may be able to infer that "gonna" means "gonna to," based on the context of living. For non-native speakers, learning to rely on context becomes an important skill when dealing with relaxed pronunciation. This involves developing a strong sense of situational awareness and understanding the overall flow of the overall flow of a conversation, even if individual words are unclear. 4. Misunderstandings caused by relaxed pronunciation. Relaxed pronunciation can lead to misunderstanding, particularly when a listener misinterprets reduced forms or blend sounds with other words. Aratusa 2019. Some common examples include contraction, confusion. Misunderstanding can arise when contractions are mistaken for different words. For instance, here, he will might be confused with here, the back part of a word, especially if the listener is unfamiliar with the contract form. Omitted sounds. When sounds are omitted, listener may struggle to recognize the word. For example, "I'm just gonna" may sound like "I'm just gonna," with the T sound in charge, barely audible or missing. With the T sound in the this can make it difficult to parse the meaning of sentence. Sound blending. When sounds from different words blend together, it can result in new, unfamiliar pronunciation. For instance, did you often sounds like did you or what for what are you? These blend forms might be difficult to understand for these more are not accustomed to them. And 5. Overcoming challenge of relaxed communication. To overcome the challenge faced by relaxed communication, learners and listeners can develop strategies to improve their comprehension in everyday conversation. Export to real-world speech. One of the most effective ways to get comfortable with relaxed pronunciation is to export to authentic English speech, such as listening to native speakers in casual settings, watching movie or TV show in casual settings, and engaging in conversation. This helps learners familiarize themselves with how, how words are educated or altered in informal context. Practice listening skills. Focused listening practice can help learners become more attuned to the required sounds and patterns of relaxed communication. D. The impact of relaxed communication on understanding. Relaxed communication can significantly impact the way we understand spoken English, especially in everyday conversation. In natural page speech, speakers often shorten reduced or natural spoke English and plays a key role in helping conversation flow more smoothly. It allows speakers to communicate efficiently, especially in informal settings where speed and ease of communication are more important than clarity or precision. Understanding relaxed communication is critical for non-native speakers because it commonly used in everyday conversation, movies, TV shows, and even casual business settings. For language learners, being familiar with relaxed communication improves listening comprehension and makes it easier to follow conversation between native speakers. Additionally, using relaxed pronunciation can help listeners sound more natural and fluent in casual speech, as in aligned with how English is commonly spoken in real life or in real life situations. Challenge of relaxed pronunciation for listening. Learners. One of the main challenges of relaxed pronunciation is that it can make speech harder to understand, especially for those who are learning English as a second language. Since many sounds are ridiculed or omitted, learning may find it difficult to recognize familiar words in their relaxed form. For example, a learner might be taught the past. Relaxed pronunciation is characterized by several common features. Contraction. In relaxed speech, contractions are used frequently. For example, I am becomes I am. You are because you're, and they have becomes they've. Contractions are a key element of casual spoken English and help to speed up communication. Elision or dropping sounds. Elision occurs when certain sounds, especially consonants, are omitted in speech. For example, in rapid speech, the word going to may be pronounced as gonna and want to becomes wanna. This reduction of sounds makes the speech faster and more effortless. Assimilation. In assimilation, sound changes to become more similar to neighboring sounds. For instance, handbag is often pronounced as handbag in casual conversation, with the D sounds blending into the following B sound. Radical vowel sounds are sexual. The sexual sound which is the most common vowel sound in English, is often used in untrusted syllables in relaxed speech. For example, the word about may be pronounced as about, where the fifth vowel is a sexual. Okay.